Okay, so welcome back to the channel, and this video is coming a lot later than it's supposed to. I wasn't able to make a video after the Monday night football, but I told myself I was going to make a video regardless. Um, so yeah, we lost to Everton. Very disappointing loss. Very, very disappointing loss. But I had a feeling. When you look at the first 10 minutes of that game, it was just lethargic, man, from Man United players. I don't understand how when a team decides to be compact and playing a low block, like we just lost for ideas, man. Lost for ideas. If you saw the first 10 minutes of that game, it's almost like nothing was happening. Like we just couldn't create a significant passage of play to actually attack this Everton team. And it was slow, too many back passes, too many negative passes. And I saw it. I said it when I was watching the game. I said these people are going to wake up after Everton scored a goal. And then they got a red card and still proceeded to score us a goal. Like, that is very unforgivable, bro. In your home, opponents get a red card, 10 man down, and still went on to score. Like, when I even look at the goal, it's unforgiving. I don't want to pick out players, but Euro has to be stronger, man. He has to be a lot more aggressive and stronger. I've seen him in games this season, going back to the Master game, where just his lack of aggressiveness just it cost us. And then I don't even know what Bruno was doing leading up to that goal. I don't know. But that's what you get when you play to 33-year-olds in midfield. There's no sign of aggression. There's never going to be any aggression. Anybody who's actually skillful and strong enough can just do whatever he wants in that position. And midfield is a very key area of the pitch where you have to be very, very aggressive. If you want to be hard to break down, your midfield has to be very defensively, like aggressively strong, physically strong. But we don't have that at the moment. We don't. But that's actually beside the point because I don't understand how Everton gets a red card in 30 minutes of the game. And for over 80 minutes of football, we cannot score a single goal. Just one single goal. One single goal. I don't want to call out the system or whatever, but I'm getting tired of this whole thing where like Ahmad started the game as a central attacking midfielder, a right was a left attacking midfielder, and then had to finish the game as a left wing back. Bro, can you just stick to one philosophy, bro? Just stick to one idea, man. We play better when Ahmad plays as a right wing back. This whole idea of pushing him, I do not want to call out the manager. I don't want to call out the manager, but at this point, I've already made up that my mind that this man he's not the man to take us back to the top. He's not. Yes, a lot of people can say, yeah, it's too early to, but I've seen what I need to see from this manager, bro. He's not. Even when he gets his signings, when he gets his players, bro, he's just not the man. He's not the man. He's not the man. Amram is not that guy. He's not. So many times where we've counted on this team to actually deliver, they just go on to disappoint. So many times. It's not the first time it happened. I'm still hurting up to now. I'm still hurting about the Europa League final against Tottenham. It still hurts me to today. I have nightmares about that game. I do. And every time we lose like this, it reminds me why I should never count on this team. Yeah, I support Man United. I'm a big Manchester United fan. But I just know, I get that feeling every time, you know, we lose games like this. Beforehand, I always get the feeling that we're going to mess up this game. I do. It was poor. It was poor. Really, really poor. The whole idea, it was just 11 against 10, and I can't remember a clear-cut chance that we actually created, aside from the crossing, that we were just crossing. Against them, man, all you can do is cross. It's funny, guys. It's funny. It's funny. And this whole idea of way it takes out Dogu for Dalot. I mean, I'm very sure that I'm not the only person who sees that those two players are practically the same players, bro. You take out Dogu, who doesn't cross the ball, who doesn't his decision making is actually really pretty bad. Defensively unreliable. And then you take off Dogu for Dalot, who has the same problems, cannot cross the ball, makes bad decisions, defensively unreliable. You're taking off a player with similar qualities for the same, bro. Like we saw most of the crosses that were coming up in that game was from Shaw, and I thought the right thing to do in that game was to put on. If you're going to stick to formation, yes, you bring on a defender, and then you allow Shaw the freedom to move forward, because you could see in that game he wanted to actually attack. It's almost like he was coming back. All he could have done in that game was allow him to just go forward. His crosses are, I like. He's a very experienced player. This whole experiment with Dogo and Dalot, bro, it's bro. They have to be the most. They have to be the worst left backs I've ever seen play football in my entire life, bro. Dogo and Dalot. I'm not gonna even blame Dalot, because Dalot is a right-footed player. He's supposed to be on the other side, but even when he's playing the other side, it's not like he's any better. It's almost the same thing. But Dogu, man, Dogu just keep disappointing, and it's almost like he's getting worse every day. I don't know, man. I don't know. We move on to Crystal Palace again this weekend, or is it another Monday Night Football? And what can I say? I can't guarantee that these players are going to go on and win a game, and actually come out with maximum points in that game. I mean, if we can play like this with Mboma and Ahmad, then what happens when we actually lose these two players to AFCON? Man, the storm is coming, honestly. You guys should get ready for the storm. Get ready for the storm. I mean, if a serious team that actually has a target actually knows what to do. I mean, if you look at our run of fixtures, like these are games where we're supposed to actually be making a point and telling people that, okay, we are really, really, coming for maybe the top four. But you're losing against a team and Everton, bro. What are the other teams going to think? It's almost like you're giving confidence to the other teams. All this fear factor actually plays a role in football. When teams comes to play you, they look at your run of form and they're like, okay, they have to be careful in possession when they're playing against you. But then when you lose to a team and Everton, other teams are like, you know what, we're just going to take our chances against this Man United side. I don't know. I keep saying it, bro. The man, he's not the man for the job. That's my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, and I've seen what I have to see from this manager, that he's not. He's just not that man. He's not the man that's going to take us back to the top. It's not. But I just hope he works out for him, man. I'm just not buying this whole system, I'm not buying it at all. I am not. Maybe we actually play better when he decides to push Luke Shaw as left wing back, so we can get we can get some good crosses from that position. But sticking with Dogo and Dalot, I mean, you look at things that a manager who wants to desperately win would do. It's the opposite of what Amorim does. He makes he makes the game so easy for opponents. That's what he does. He makes it so easy. That's what Amorim consistently does. Now we didn't have good players that could have affected the game. It's just Well, we'll be looking to see what these players actually do as a response to this loss against Everton. But I'm not expecting anything from the match against Crystal Palace. I'm not. It's a good idea win. Kudos to them. Kudos to them. But every glimpse of hope or trust that I had in this team has, it's gone. It's gone. I think it will take a lot of work for me to actually believe in this team again, like 100% believe in this team. They've killed everything. Anyways, we move on to Crystal Palace. And we'll be waiting for a reaction from these players. Hopefully, they come out and play a much better kind of football, because that shit against Everton was it's the worst I've seen. The worst I've seen. Everton had 10 men, and they looked like they had more bodies. They looked like they had more numbers than us. Why not? We have 3 centre backs that basically are not doing anything. How are you going to create chances? Anyways, move on to Crystal Palace. Drop your comments and let me know, like, who was to blame for that Everton loss. I think it's Amarim. For me, Amarim and his tactics just didn't work in that game. Didn't work. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you on the next one.